Aaron Rodgers has agreed to return to the Green Bay Packers. It looks like they're setting up a deal so he can at least be there in Green Bay for this one last season. They just traded for Randall Cobb today, so now he has one of his favorite wide receivers back with him. How do you feel about this whole situation that happened, bro? Because all of this summer, it was supposed to be trade, and then out of the blue, he been quiet, and now he back signing with the team. Like, what's your reaction to this whole situation?
I still believe that this is going to be his last year in Green Bay. I said it a few weeks ago when I first asked that on the 2 Hour Wednesday poll, and I still feel the same way now. Yes, he's come back because I feel he's not going to take a year off and just not play. I feel like he's still going to play. He's still going to give the fans of Green Bay at least that. Because he said it in the press conference today. I love the fans here. I love my teammates. So I don't feel like he was going to leave them hanging. As far as like playoff and Super Bowl hopes, I don't think he was just gonna leave them in the wind like that. But he swallowed that pill and he said, "I'll come back for this one last year." I feel like this is going to still be his last year in Green Bay. I don't really know where else I see him going right now, other than like maybe Denver. But I don't think after this coming season, Aaron Rodgers will not be a Green Bay Packer.
I think this was just even more proof that the owners run everything. You can hoot and holler all you want to, but in the NFL, the owners run everything. And we've seen the same thing with Deshaun. Deshaun wanted to get out of town. I don't know if those allegations was real with all of the sexual assault, but those came out of the blue. A lot of rumors came that it came down from the owners, and we see that Deshaun is returning to the Texans. This just continues to show that this is an owner's league. The players can try to run it and try to change it, but it looks like it's not going to change until we get like some type of guaranteed contracts or something changes in these contracts. Because even when our best players, like the best player, the MVP of the league, asked for a trade, he doesn't get traded. That's when we like, hey, my nigga, like, hey, the NFL really ain't playing no games. So you can do all that hooting and hollering, but you're going to be playing for us next season, my nigga. Because if you under contract, you playing, my nigga. So that shit was real evident in this situation.
And you draft his replacement and you don't trade him when he wants to get traded. Like that's just crazy to me. And let me just speak on the Jordan Love topic really quick. I don't really see a problem with them drafting Jordan Love, even though I do feel like that's kind of like a slight to Aaron Rodgers. I don't see it that big of a problem anymore because it's like all the other draft picks they had in that draft that they got Jordan Love in, they could have still got weapons. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, I get it. A-Rod's getting older. As talented as he is, he's getting older, and you want to get that next guy in there, to like train up under Aaron, so that way he is done. You got that next guy already ready to go. That's literally how it went with Aaron Rodgers and Brett Favre. When it was time for Brett Favre to go, Aaron Rodgers went right in because he was already there for a little while, and he just became the man that we know him to be. So I feel with Jordan Love, it could still be that situation. It's just you didn't give A-Rod any extra weapons to give him his last hurrah with his last few years there. So it's like that second round, you didn't use any picks to get a good hidden gem wide receiver. You didn't try to get a hidden gem tight end. It's like the tight ends and the D linemen and whatever that you got. It was like you don't really need that. That's not your top.
They drafted a running back in the second round of that draft. Like it was no point in doing that
like,
shit.
Your top priority should be helping Aaron Rodgers in any way possible. So I feel like it's not bad that they drafted Jordan Love. It's just every other surrounding pick. It was like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, but I can still understand the frustration because even when Brett Favre was upset about the Aaron Rodgers pick because he wanted more weapons and he wanted to help the team. Now he didn't want to draft a quarterback in the first round, so I can understand the frustration. I can understand why he wants to be out of Green Bay, but it sounded like it was more so an organizational problem other than just the draft pick. It's in a recent clip he ended up saying that like the past decisions of letting go of like leaders in the locker room was like a big reason why he wanted to leave. Like you keep letting go of these leaders when we keep getting all these new players and it's just not the same type of culture like it was when I got here. He brought up Charles Woodson. He brought up Jordy Nelson. He brought up Julius Peppers. So many players that just walked out of the door when they still had good years left. And it's like, for what? The whole team is changing around me. And those players could have been the reason that we got over the hump. But they're gone. You know what I'm saying? When they still had good years. So I can understand his frustration, but I felt like this situation really just showed that the owners run it. Like you can do all of that. The GMs, GMs can just do whatever they want. They can tell you and talk to you however they want to, bro. So that's what I really realized with this Aaron Rodgers situation. But how do you feel like they will perform in this next season? Do you feel like he will be thinking about that during the season, or he gonna put that behind him?
No, I trust A-Rod to go in with, full focus. I feel like he's there now, so he has nothing else to really complain about at this point. Once you're there, you're there. So I feel he's going to be focused. I feel he's going to do everything he can in this last season to put it all out on the field, get everything he has to get them to another Super Bowl. And I feel like that's just his main goal at this point right now.
But I feel like one thing that they kind of messed up with, a lot of people didn't go to Green Bay when they wanted to go to Green Bay because they thought Aaron Rodgers was going to get traded. So you missed out on so many free agents that you could have gotten because of all of the Aaron Rodgers news that was flying around, and he's still there, and he still doesn't have all the weapons you feel like he should have to get over the hump that y'all just ran into last year. So it's like, are we going to have the same type of situation where he gets to the NFC Championship again and come up short? Because that's most likely what we're looking at, because I feel like they still don't have enough and they lost pieces on defense. So it's like, God damn, like people that have the same type of run. So it's like you didn't improve anything. So now he's definitely going to leave because you didn't do anything to make him want to stay or just entice him to stay. It's like, damn. So it's the same shit I had last year. Man, fuck it. I can understand it.
If I'm somebody trying to go to Green Bay, and at least like a big name player anyway, and I see myself being a leader of this team once A-Rod is gone, it's like, what am I supposed to think if the best player arguably that y'all have ever had in this franchise, if you all don't listen to what he has to say when it comes to scouting, when it comes to, personnel as far as trading and stuff like that, like the key things that the star player on your team should have a voice in, if he's not getting that, I don't know if I'm a big name player and I just want to go there, because once he's gone, and let's say I'm the next big name, who's to say y'all not going to act that way with me?
Oh, yeah. And that's why I said they're not listening to anybody. That's why I said if you're not going to listen to the MVP, we don't have to listen to anybody. As long as we're paying you checks, we're not listening to anybody. We're going to do our jobs and you do your job. We're not going to let the prisoners run the asylum.